I'm going to make bows. And this is a 6.5 foot tree. I would need at least 6 bows, maybe 7. I'm gonna make about this size here, another couple of them. They're gonna go here at the bottom, and then I'm gonna make them slightly smaller as I go up the tree. So I have 4 ribbons, and I'm gonna start with this 4-inch red velvet. It's gonna be my bottom layer, and I'm going to do 2 loop bows. I want this to be about as long as I want my loop. So I'm gonna pinch and twist my ribbon right here. And I'm gonna make a loop. Then I'm gonna pinch my ribbon and adjust my loop however long I want it. I want these bows to be pretty big. I want them to be impressive, and I want them to take up a lot of space in my tree. Okay. So I've pinched it, and now I'm gonna twist it. All right, I've got another loop. Pinch it. You can check to see if your loops are the same. All right, now I'm gonna cut this. It's gonna be about the same, a little bit longer than the loop that's already there. So I've got 2 loops and 2 tails, okay? Now I'm gonna do my second ribbon, and this one's gonna have a pattern. It's going to be this red with the white Christmas trees on it. That is so pretty. And now I'm going to start in the opposite direction. I have my tail going this way, so I'm gonna start on this ribbon with my tail going the other way. I'm gonna pinch my ribbon here in the middle. I'm gonna twist it. And I'm going to make a loop, and this loop is gonna be about the same or slightly smaller, whichever you prefer, than my solid red loop. All right, now I'm gonna pinch my ribbon here in the middle, and I'm gonna twist it again. That way I get the pretty side of the ribbon on top. Okay, next loop, loop it over. Okay, I can check my loops. It's pinched here in the middle. All right, now I'm going to cut my tail here a little bit longer, because I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna cut these tails. Okay. All right, I'm going in the opposite direction with my tail. Hello, Phoebe. Opposite direction as my tail. Pinch my ribbon, and I'm gonna twist. Get the velvet side on top for my loop. My loop might be a little bit, it's about the same. Twist my ribbon. Keep it pinched, make my other loop. Pinch my ribbon. Okay. Now I'm gonna cut. Now the top of my ribbon is gonna be this silver. I'm gonna start in the other direction. Pinch my ribbon. This, I don't even think you need to twist it because it's the same. It's very shiny. But I'm going to, just to hold it together. All right. Another twist. And pinch. Okay, got everything held together in the middle. All right, I'm gonna cut my ribbon. All right, now I've got a piece of floral wire, and I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna wrap it around. I'm gonna squeeze this as hard as I can. I'm gonna pinch it together, and I'm going to take my wire and I'm gonna twist it on the back side. Okay. Now I've got my bow. Then I'm gonna make the tails that I'm gonna attach to the bow. But you can go in and you cut dovetails on all of these ends, you fluff, and then attach your, well, you can attach your tails at any point, but next I'm gonna make tails, and then I'm gonna come back and fluff. How long do I want my tails? I'm gonna make them in the order that I use the ribbon. And this is what I mean. It's going to hang down like this from my bow. So you have to decide how long do you want your tails to be. If you're gonna put them in the tree, how long do you want them to hang down? You can always trim them, but you can't make them longer. So I'm gonna decide I want them to be about like this. So I'm gonna cut this ribbon here. And that's the beginning of my first tail. Then I'm gonna go with my red trees, or white trees on red. Then I'm gonna cut that. Then I've got my 2-inch red velvet, or 2.5-inch red velvet. And I'm gonna cut that. Finally, I've got my silver. And I'm gonna cut that. All right. Now I've got 4 pieces of ribbon in the order that I use them on my bow. I'm gonna pinch them in the middle. Doesn't have to be exactly the middle, but I'm gonna pinch them in the middle. Then I'm gonna put them on the bottom of my bow here where I have the wire. Okay, and then my wire in position. Okay, now I'm going to twist my wire around. You see how my wire is? And pinch it as hard as I can. And then I'm gonna twist. Now, maybe if you're better than me, you can get all that done in one wire twist, but it takes me 2. Now, I'm gonna cut tails, dovetails, and fluff my ribbon. Okay, now the dovetails in the bow. that's what it looks like. So there's a bunch of ribbon, loops, twists, and flat pieces of ribbon until you fluff it. We're just gonna pull opposite directions in our ribbon. We're gonna pull the loops by the tails and the tails by the loops. Now decide whether you want, which way you want your tails to come. I'm gonna come this way. These tails might be really long when I get them in the tree. I can always trim them though. Okay. There you go. There's my bow. Okay, how do you attach a bow to a tree? Attach it to your branch like this, in the tree and on top of the branch. Ready? Okay. Take our bow to the tree, put it in the tree, on top of our branch, back into the tree, pretty good ways. Then take that wire that you used to put your ribbon together with and pull it down so it gets right on the top of the branch, and then wrap it around that branch. Fluff. Put your tails where you want your tails.